Namaste, this is Dr. Aparna. I am an Ayurvedic psychotherapist, a medical writer, and a passionate Ayurveda and psychotherapy infopreneur. Today, I'm not giving any information on any subject, no gyan today. This is a personal talk. From 5 6 days, I wanted to speak, but couldn't actually gather the courage to speak about this brutal and horrific incident. So, for the people who are not aware, I am talking about the incident of Kolkata of RG Medical College, a 31-year-old postgraduate resident medical officer, a doctor, was uh, brutally gang raped, horrifically tortured, and horrendously murdered. So, for us doctors, after our home, the hospital is the next safest place. So, this actually concerns me. You could see the doctors, angry on the streets, voicing their opinions, and sitting on the strikes. So this is a great concern. I cannot even understand uh, how people did not know when she was being brutally raped, how people didn't know from that floor, because the hospital is a place where 24 hours there are people. There are patients, there are medical professionals, there are paramedical professionals, nurses, uh, ev- everybody. The doctor concerned was doing her 36-hour shift and wanted to take a small break, and she went to the seminar hall, and this happened. So my question is, like, we doctors are upset, are in shock, are angered, and in grief, because I remember, you know, as a young girl, I used to dream of becoming a doctor since I was 3 years old. And it is a long, long journey, believe me. 5.5 to 6 years of graduation, 3 years of post graduation. Again, people study their masters of doctrine if needed, and then they will go to it is almost 9 to 12 years or 15 years of study after you pass 12th standard. So it is very hard. That doctor had done her, MBBS, then got, she was a meritorious student, then she got into post graduation. She was in the second year, and believe me, it is not very easy. And also, we are given, doctors are already stressed a lot. um, we are given 24-hour shifts, 36-hour shifts, sometimes 48-hour shifts. We have done in our internships and post graduations, we have done 24-hour shifts, 36-hour shifts, and also 48-hour shifts. So this is very, very, very concerning. you know we doctors are always reminded of our the sense of the duty, and always, um, reminded of, this is your duty, that is your duty, to serve people. We are always at and we are often at the receiving end of human equation, but the incident like this was never really heard of. The thing is, and while I'm talking, I'm not even able to, um, put up in words what was actually her fault. People give gyan to women that, do not wear revealing clothes, do not go out late at night, you know, do not do this, do not do that, do not roam around with your male friends, all of that. But what was the, you know, mistake of this doctor? She was wearing completely, from head to toe, she was covered. She was not roaming around at night. She was in the hospital minding her own business, serving people. And after all this, what she gets is this: what that animals, the perverted animals, did to her was really pathetic. And the journey of doctors is already very, long. And what about the parents? What is the fault of the parents of the doctor? Now every doctor is worried, not only about worried and stressed, not only about their long working hours, but also about the safety. And the parents must be worried that my daughter has gone to work for a cause, to serve people, to, to take them from illness to wellness. Will my daughter come back home safely? So this is a great cause of concern. So I don't even know what is actually the problem. Is the patriarchal mindset the problem? Is objectification the problem? Or, the perpetrators, lack of, laws, stricter laws, and the perpetrators having political influences, is it wrong? How how to correct this is the main thing. The doctors have put the demands, the Archikar hospital and the doctors have put the demands. The basic demand is, basic dignity and respect and safety. So I, this is, in after 78 years of independence, are women really safe? If the women are really not safe even at their workplaces, then what sort of independence is this? No amount of, we talking about this, spreading information will do anything. We need stricter laws and the mindset shift to, for that, for this to change. And there is no fear in the perpetrators. I'm speaking, whatever is in the doctors, uh, the every ounce of anger from, the doctors have here. We doctors are always reminded of our duties. Is it not the duty of the police to conduct impartial investigation? And is it not the duty of the state governments to actually run an impartial investigation? And is it not a right to have an independent law and constitution without any political influencing the thing? I i just, every doctor now is worried to even work in the night shifts. We have worked in the night shifts without any sub safety, or with minuscule safety. We have worked like that. But I can this incident is really gut wrenching, and I can't even talk about the gruesome and horrific details, autopsy details of the um, doctor. So I only can say that I only can request, at least if India's independence is successfully accomplished only when women have the freedom and safety to be at any place around around the country at any time and at any given occasion. So I don't know, but this is what I thought. I must do something for my colleague from my fraternity. Doctors are, united and together they're raising their voices. I still feel there needs some sooner and stricter action, and I can only say this: justice for the doctor.